Wow, a new item. Oh, look at all those stats. But hey, what do they do? Hey, that's divided by what? But just make... Yeah!
Ah, good thing I'm here to help you, annoying voice.
What the fuck?
In World of Warcraft Classic, when you mouse over the stats, they are not very specific. And the reason for this is, yeah, who knows. But my guess is, it's because different classes can scale differently. So to keep it simple, for this video, we'll only cover the 5 basic stats.
Wait, there's more?
So let's go over them one by one and note the class differences when they occur. Stamina. Every class gets 10 health per 1 point of stamina. And as it turns out, health helps you not die. Simple and easy, wait. The only other notable thing here is that the first 20 points of stamina only gives you 1 health per point. Or else this level 1 Knight of Warrior would have a lot more health. But wait, why does he have 50 health? The math ain't mathin'. That is because the base health of a level 1 warrior is 20. This also goes up as you level. And that 1 point over 20 is the one giving him 10 health. So if he for some reason got debuffed and lost his 21 stamina, he would still have 20 health left. Strength! The Unga Bunga stat. Strength increases your melee attack power, but not everyone scales equally here. Warriors, paladins, shamans and druids gain 2 attack power per point of strength, while mages, priests, hunters, warlocks and rogues only gain 1 attack power. But that's not all. For every 20 points of strength you have, it increases your block value by 1. Although, it only reduces the damage when blocking, and not the actual chance to block. This is only relevant for warriors, paladins and shamans, since they're the only classes that can use shield. Also, another important thing, because why keep it simple? Attack power increases your damage. Yay! But how much? 14 points is what you need to increase your DPS by 1. This counts for melee attack power, ranged attack power, and just attack power. Agility. Wow, the miracle stat. Just look at all the things you get. Armor, ranged attack power, increased chances for dodging and critting? Wow, what's not to like?
Wow, this is scary.
Yeah, so this one is a mess to figure out. So let's go over it one step at a time. First, the armor you get for 1 point of agility is 2. Wow, that's surprisingly simple. The ranged attack power you get is 2. But wait, there's more! Rogues, hunters and druids in cat form also gain 1 melee attack power. It actually also says this when you're mousing over agility on hunters and rogues. But not cat druids. Additionally, wands might have been the most divided thing out there in terms of information. But, from what I found out, wands do not gain increased damage from ranged attack power. But, since agility increases crit chance with all weapons, wands get more crit chance from agility. But the damage itself is increased for spell power. Why? Dodging. This is where the math gets a bit funny. The scaling changes with your level, but we know the specifics at level 60. Everyone can dodge, and every class gets 1% dodge for every 20 points of agility, with the exception of rogues, who only needs 14.5 agility, and hunters, who needs 26.
Suck it.
The crit chance from agility only counts for physical damage, so melee and ranged attacks. The crit itself deals double damage. Same as before, at level 60, every class needs 20 points of agility for every 1% of crit. Except rogues needs 29, and hunters needs 53. This might seem weird since they are both the premier agility classes, but it's because they also gain attack power from agility. So it balances out in the... Hold on! Does that mean cat druid scales the best?
What the fuck?
Intelligence. Across all levels, every 1 point of intelligence increases your mana by 15 points. This also increases your chances of critting with spells. However, same as agility, the chances change with your level. So at level 60, Paladins get 1% crit chance for every 54 points of intelligence. Priest needs 59.2 intelligence. Mages and Shamans both need 59.5 intelligence. Druids need 60, and lastly, Warlocks need 60.6.
Yeah, sorry chief. You got your 60 intelligence, but I'ma need that 0.6% or I'ma have to take it back to the shop.
You might have noticed that Hunters are missing. And even though they do have spells, and some of them even scale with spell power, they don't get their crit chance from intelligence. It's all agility. But wait, what about the mana-less classes like warriors and rogues? What do they get? With intelligence, your weapon skill increase faster. Weapon skill is very important. Plus, the numbers here aren't very clear. What you need to know is, the closer you are to 0, the quicker you learn. And the closer you are to the max, the slower you learn. And intelligence helps a ton here. It can take hours to get the last 10 points you need, or 2 minutes depending on how much intelligence you have. So, get a mage to buff you or get some intelligence gear. Once you reach max, that part of intelligence basically makes it a dead stat. Oh, and speaking of dead stats, Spirit. Spirit increases your health and mana regeneration. Different classes can get a lot or very little out of this stat. The mana regeneration the Spirit gives have a lot of different rules. Firstly, if you cast a spell, it will stop your mana regeneration for 5 seconds. So you'll have to stop casting completely. After that, your mana regeneration will continue every 2 seconds, or once per server tick. The class you play has a base mana regeneration and scales differently with Spirit. Shamans, Druids, Paladins, Hunters and Warlock all share the same scaling, with needing 5 Spirit plus 1 mana regen. Priests and Mages have it easier, with only needing 4 Spirit for every 1 point of mana regen. Health regeneration works differently. No one can regenerate health in combat, with the exceptions of trolls because of their passive, and the numbers here aren't very well known, but sitting down does increase your health regen by 50%, and every class seems to have a base health regen, just like with mana. But the Spirit required seems to change depending on your level, just like agility and intelligence. There's a lot of conflicting information out there, like priests getting 2 attack power from strength. Ugh, and yeah, I checked, they don't! And now that you're armed with this knowledge, you know what items are best for you. Or just install an add-on, I'm not your dad. Not yet.